Thank you for joining me. My name is Cynthia. I will be presenting on living in poverty with type 2 diabetes in Kenya for page 533. My interview was based on mental, emotional, financial, and social effects of managing type 2 diabetes in disadvantaged single unemployment women. Research question being, how does an unemployed single mother in Kenya experience life after being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes? The study involved a semi-structured interview that lasted approximately 1 hour, conducted virtually via WhatsApp on 7/28/2025 between 8 and 9 p.m. via WhatsApp video, focusing on mental health effects, social life, coping, and identity after type 2 diagnosis. The participant is a relative of mine who volunteered after expressing interest in sharing her experience of type 2 diabetes, living with type 2 diabetes. The participant is a 42-year-old woman who we will call Wendy for the sake of privacy and anonymity. The participant is a single mother of 2 children aged 9 and 10, recently diagnosed with type 2 diabetes approximately 6 months ago, and now lives at home with parents due to unemployment. Preparation included selecting relevant and sensitive questions, obtaining informed consent, explaining the relevance of the study and interview, and allowing the participant to withdraw at any given point, protection of anonymity, and considering the participant's economic limitations. Based on the interview with the participant, 3 key themes emerged: emotional fear and overload and burnout, financial pressure and food insecurity, as well as isolation, disconnection, and social withdrawal. Based on the interview with my participant, I noted significant distress about fear of lifestyle disruption, anxiety about health and worsening without income, worry about affording food and medications, as well as social disconnection and worry about interacting with others with a new diagnosis of type 2 diabetes. Unexpected insight included the strong reliance on prayer as a mental health support. The participant expressed praying often as a way of coping with the diagnosis. Also noted was a deep sense of identity due to loss of employment and new diagnosis of significant chronic illness. With the participant noting that before this, I used to have a steady job with benefits for my children, and now I have nothing. New areas of interest that may be worth pursuing include emotional and mental health support needs in diabetic care, coping mechanisms, as well as access to mental health services in low-income settings. In conclusion, a recent diagnosis of type 2 diabetes can cause significant emotional, social, and financial distress, especially in unemployed single women. There is a gap in mental health resources and social support systems that needs to be addressed. In this process, I learned what people have to deal with when they've recently been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, especially in the absence of resources and absence of employment. I was able to appreciate social determinants of health, including access to healthcare, employment, housing, and a stable income. I appreciated my subject's honesty, resilience, and I appreciated the strength that my subject displayed throughout the discussion of a significant life change. And I found this process very meaningful and grounding. Thank you for joining me in my presentation today, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.